How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a modified map tour for a new-ish mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called the Three Small Farms V2. And now, I said that this is a modified map tour. The reason I'm saying that is because I believe that this map has come out in the past, at least in part. Now, there is the Three Small Farms map by itself, not the V2 version. Now, the difference, as best as I can tell, it looks like the difference is that the original map kind of includes this kind of lower portion of the map. Everything down below my mouse here, or below my reticle there, is available already, and everything to the north is brand new. It wasn't a full 2x by 2x map. But now V2 is a full 2x by 2x map. So if you haven't seen the Three Small Farms V1 or the Three Small Farms map tour that I did, go ahead and check that one out first before you continue with this one. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start off where the last one left off. So we've basically are going to take in only the new production points, because as best as I can tell, all this stuff down here is exactly the same, with the exception of just the addition of all this stuff in the north. So one of those where I'm just going to kind of continue off where the first one left off. So let's go ahead and start out here at the starting farm. And I forgot to turn off this stuff here so my engine doesn't turn off. Now, because we're here at the starting farm, let's go ahead and open the gates. And we're going to start out here going west. Go to this road, this intersection over here, and we're going to make a right. Now again, as best as I can tell, you get the same starting equipment, you get the same, pretty much everything's identical to the first version of this map, with the exception of there being new production points and new stuff to look at. So we're going to just only look at those new items. Now, starting out here, to my left, we'll hop this fence. Here we have the debris crusher sell point. Here we have the observatory lime production, and you can purchase this for $45,000. We will do so, and you can see stone plus water equals lime. So not too shabby. We got a input here and a output right over here. Oh, and lime station right back there. So you have the ability to produce your own lime, and you have the ability to just buy it. Now hop the fence back into the truck and start heading in the northern direction. Let's see. Head out in this direction. Right over here, we have a water buy point, or a water trigger as it's labeled. Now we just have to backtrack to the main farm. Oh, there's a tree. Make our way out here. Oh, hey, there's the road right there. Make our way around all the traffic and the windy, twisty road. Got a construction area there to the left. And coming up here, I'm going to start out here to my right. Right here, we have the fast food restaurant sell point, the supermarket sell point, and the farmer's market sell point. Across the street, we have 3 fish farming operations, production points. The trigger is right here. 20,000 to purchase. We'll go ahead and purchase one of them. As you can see, corn, soybeans, wheat, and mineral feed gives you fish. All of your inputs go here, and your output goes right in here. So very, very nice. And you have 3 of them. Like I said, you got 1, you got 2, and you have 3. They're all the same. It's just how quickly you want to produce fish. Oops. Back through the gate, grab the truck, and just down the road, here to my left, we have a wooden storage silo. I believe that's just a hay loft. Continuing to follow this right to here. So to my right is the pizzeria sell point, and to the left is the restaurant sell point. Head back out and down this driveway. We have another water trigger right here in front of me. To my left, we have 5 separate greenhouses. Now, this greenhouse, there are 2 of the normal style greenhouses here. $10,000 to purchase. Nothing special about these, but this is special. Check it out. Watermelons and melons. So go in here, can purchase this for $11,500. We will do that actually. And you can see water, seeds, and fertilizer gives you each of the separate recipes. Now, you know what? I better double check. I better just make sure. Oh yeah, just water. I thought that was the case. So 3 of these greenhouses, and you can find them all with the labelings here with the watermelon and the melons on front. The other ones will not have it. So this is just a regular one. And then you got 2 more of the watermelon and melon greenhouses in the background. Now, over here, actually, no, I need a truck. Let's see if we can sneak our way through, just like that. We have another wooden silo, hayloft right there. And in front of me is the Landry Press. Bronze Landry Press. 70,000 to purchase. Oh, we don't have enough money, so we will go ahead and purchase that. We'll just go ahead and max this out real quick. There we go. 70,000. And this is where you can make apple juice and apple sauce. So apples, water, and sugar gives you the apple juice. Apples and sugar gives you the sauce. Now, let's see. That's something that just occurred to me. The apples you can get under decorations, under productions, orchards, and the apple trees. And you can just go ahead and plant these down, and it just takes water and manure to get your apples. So here we have our input right there, and our output. Where was the output? Was it back here? Yeah, here it is. Right there. So now we'll grab the truck again. We're going to stop right here, and this is the port export sell point right here. I'll go ahead and hop back over. Hop in our truck. And just down the way here, right in front of me, is the point of sale fish sell point. Now we come down this road, and actually we'll turn in here. This is at the bakery sell point. Turn down here. We have another point of sale fish, sell point. Turn back around. Follow this around. Right over here. This is the port campsite sell point. Oh, port sell. Let's try that one more time. Port campsite sell point. Now here we have a gas station. And oops. Nope, that's not the direction I want to go. I want to go south. That's where I need to go first. All right, coming up here. Directly in front of me is the sales of melons and watermelons sell point. Break off to the left here, and then we get to follow this lovely little road that'll twist and turn and go up into the mountainside. There we go. This is the Bale Sales Station sell point. Follow this around. Continuing to wind and twist and turn up in here. Over directly in front of me in the distance is another water trigger buy point. Follow this around. Cutting through here. And this is where the road really gets interesting. Make a right. Follow this around. Cutting in around here. Through this little mountain pass. And out the other side here we have the grain mill. You can purchase the grain mill for $96,000. And input here and output is typically it's right here, but I'm not seeing the boxes. Just make sure one quick pass around. Nope. Yeah, so typically they spawn right about here, so that's going to be my guess. And turn right back around. And backtrack through this nice little mountain pass. And now we can really kind of start to open things up here. Oops. So looking down at my notes. Now around the corner right here is our next set of interests. We have to go in using the truck because unfortunately it's too tall. Lime Station to my right and the Breeze Co-op to the left. That is a sell point. And now we head to our last point of interest. Right around the corner, down the road. we have another sale of melons and watermelons sell point. And that is it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the map and show what we've seen up until this point. So we started here at the main starting farm where we picked up our truck. We came up and around to this area here. We saw the debris crusher, the observatory lime production, and the lime station. We came up and around where we took in the various sell points here, the fast food, restaurant, supermarket, as well as the farmer's market. Went across the street to see the fish farming production points. Went down the road to the wood storage silos. Came up the road and saw the pizzeria sell point as well as the restaurant sell point. Came down the road a little bit further and we saw the water trigger, the several greenhouses, I think it's 5 in total there. We then backtracked to the wood storage silo, the Bruslandry press, the apple juice and apple sauce press area. Then we came out to the port export sell point and back down here to the point of sale fish. We then came over here, up and around where we saw the at the bakery sell point, and then over to the point of sale fish again. Then came back down to the main road, up and around, saw the port campsite sell point, the gas station buy point here, all the way down to the sale of melons, came all the way twisting, turning around to the bale sale station, up and around. We looked at the water trigger at a distance. We then came up this little mountain pass through the cave here and saw the grain mill. We then went back through the cave entrance, down and around, came out and through here where we saw the lime station as well as the Brits co-op sell point, and then now finished here at the sale of melons and watermelons sell point. And that is it for the V2 map for 3 small farms. Now it's time to render my opinion and let you know what I think. I think that the first one was pretty good. The first version of this map was very, very nice. It had a lot to offer. Tons of sell points, tons of productions, all right off the bat. This just adds to it. I think that this really kind of enhances what the original one had to start. And that whole kind of mountainous area up in the north, I mean, it was lovely. It was really kind of cool, just twisting, turning, winding, and getting up into that area over by the grain mill. It was just, I think it's a really lovely road network that this map has. And then you get down further to the south and things kind of settle down. They get a little straighter. You get a little bit more kind of areas that are built up and whatnot. It's just, again, it's a really nice map, all things said and done. And I think that it deserves a very sound grade. So the problem that I have with this map is that even though the additions to it have really added a lot to this map, it really has, there's still the kind of functional issues that I had with it, or not functional issues, but the issues that I had with it from the first tour that I did. The color palette is very bright and vibrant, and unfortunately gives it that cartoon kind of look. And the other part is that there's things like this that just doesn't make any sense. This tunnel that just leads out into nothingness. Like, I mean, this actually kind of looks a little bit better than it did before, because at least you got the water back here, so you can kind of argue that, yeah, you might have a tunnel leading down underground and under the sea, and, you know, taking you somewhere. That could at least be argued. It just looks like, it just looks really poor. Like, a little bit of attention to detail there would have been nice, but those things still exist from the original tour. But the new additions to the map, this V2 version, really does help. It really does bring this map up to the next level, in my opinion, because it offers so much additional stuff. The sell points, as well as production points, the additional terrain that you can kind of go through, the kind of rocky area, it's all very, very nice and lovely. So I can be on board with that. In my original go through, my original tour, I had mentioned how I would easily have given this map a 4, maybe even a 4.5, if the kind of issues I had pointed out before were addressed, with the color palette, with the kind of clunky tunnel system that they have, and kind of that kind of outer peripheral border kind of thing. If those things were to have been addressed, then easily would have been gotten that original map would have gotten easily a 4, 4.5. Now we have all the additional stuff here, and I am willing to give this map in its current state a 4. I think that the color palette is kind of now being overshadowed by the terrain, by everything else that's going on around it. But again, you get these little clunky bits that's really kind of keeping it down. If these were addressed and made to kind of form better into the map, then it would be easily a 4.5, approaching a 5. I'm not going to say it's a 5 with those kind of bits fixed, but definitely a 4.5. It is. I do like it. I really think that this is a solid map. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. This shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.